And then I just do this.
Just watch your game, right? Fins up. All right.
Oh, we on?
We're on. Hang on.
Well, now I feel really
Yeah,
really
I might have
silly.
to edit this bit out. Well. Alrighty. Are you prepared? Are you ready to rock and roll or what?
Mate, I'm the most prepared.
All right, welcome back. Threecap podcast, episode 10. Very special episode. Obviously, special episode, special occasion, special, set today. We've hit the backyard. It's a cracker day. It's actually really hot. I'm just repping the merch out here today. I'm kind of already sweating, but anyway, yeah, we're back from a bit of a break. Coachy was a bit sick. Hey, how you feeling this week, Coachy?
Healthy and ready to go.
Yeah, you look good. You really do. Skip, how do you feel?
Yeah, good, mate.
Sensational. But yeah, obviously, Coachy last week let us down. Anywho, that's neither here or there. We're going to rip straight into it, I reckon. Over to Coachy to kind of run us through the sports news in the last 2 weeks. Have you got any from the week prior?
No, maybe it's just I was just looking through. I just write them down as I see
Just sorting
fit.
through. Yeah.
So I'll just start off with the top one. I'll throw it.
Yeah, throw it at me.
How do you feel, mate? Dennis Schroeder back to the Lakers.
Back to the Lakers. Look, it's good. He's a good player, but I don't know where the Lakers are going. They've got Dennis Schroeder, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverley, and LeBron James who can play a point guard role as well. So you got 4 point guards. I don't know really what they're doing there. I think that is opening it up for Westbrook get out of there trade.
They reckon maybe he plays a bench role. That's what I've been seeing.
But 4 point guards?
That much money on a bench
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah, like what, $50 million a year to play on the bench. I think they'll try to get rid of them whether they can or they can't. But I don't know why they're signing point guards. And I've seen Isaiah Thomas today is having workouts with the Lakers.
Oh my god!
So I also seen that, but I also seen him retweet someone's tweet saying that he had worked out with the Lakers, saying that he hadn't worked out with the Lakers. He didn't know where he get that information from, so I don't know if that's true or not.
Isaiah Thomas said that himself?
Yeah, retweeted the tweet and said, "Where do you get this information from?" No, I have not worked out with the Lakers.
Oh, okay, well then he's on a Laker.
I guess not.
Yeah, sweet as then. So we've only got the 4 point guards, but
Only 4.
I do like the signing if they give Westbrook the flush because he is a very good player. But
Yeah.
that's how I feel on that one.
Yep. We got some concerns here for the Bunnies. Obviously, they've made it through to week 3 of the finals against.
And I've
Penrith.
picked them, but we'll see.
They've got no Burgess, right, next week,
Yep.
and they potentially don't have Arrow. His groin. He went down. Jai Addo. Yeah, Johnston. They reckon he'll be back, but he went off and didn't finish the game. Hip flexor, and Havili got a calf injury, and he didn't finish the game either. So if they don't make it back, that's a lot of
Firepower out, so to speak.
out. Who do they?
They're probably going to get
replace
smoked off the park by Penrith.
Yeah, I don't think it matters whether they play or not. I think Penrith are too good.
Is that at Bluebet?
Nah, it won't be a blue bit. It's too small. It'll be. I'm assuming it's going to be at Allianz.
Trellians.
Which is
Which is, I don't know. I don't agree with it. I think Penrith should get the home advantage.
Yeah.
But again, like,
Is it for the money that they want to kind of?
But it's a big game. It's a preliminary final. You can't be playing it like Sharks. The Sharks last night would have loved to have the
home advantage.
home advantage at Shark Park, but when you can only fit 11 or 12,000, and it's not really a stadium.
And that's not
where
really
you're
a
gonna-
finals footy stadium anyway. Like even the lighting when you watch it is just
But
terrible.
surely you can make it somewhere where, obviously, I know it's not technically Rabbitoh's home stadium, but it's closer to all their fans.
But that's probably the biggest downfall is that the areas around where the Sharks are, you're not going to fill out.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a stadium that's too much bigger. So I think if you were going to go anywhere, it's probably Combank. But that may be where Penrith go with theirs, Combank.
I reckon they
What,
should.
next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ground hasn't been announced.
I don't think so.
Okay.
If
I don't
it
think so.
hasn't, get it at Combank, so it's not a bloody.
Check the old
Rabbitohs.
app.
Have a quick look.
NRL app.
Just while Skippy checks that, you're a bit of an All Blacks connoisseur. How do you feel about the game?
Yeah, look, I'm just going to open up with the All Blacks topic. Darcy Swain, you're a gutless dog. Simple as that. There's no other way to put it. Gutless, unprofessional, and just from a human standpoint, you're just I'm trying not to swear. You're just a weak dog, really.
They're Ricky
He's
Stewart.
pulled out the Ricky.
Yeah,
But to be fair, how's that not red? Like, how was that not red?
I don't know.
Like, what
Deliberate.
more does a player need to do to get a red card? He
Because it
intentionally
was pretty
dove at the
blatant
knee,
and deliberate.
hooked the arm.
So, if you can see the leg, obviously the new set, he's come around, hooked the leg, and then just dropped his shoulder into the knee.
Outside of the kney.
And it's like, it's just caved inwards.
Well, yeah, Kuntapai gone for the game. But
That could ruin his career. I don't know.
it could. Like, it potentially could, but like, what process are they going through to even to come up with a yellow card? Like, it's intentional. It's a foul act to play.
Extremely dangerous.
Extremely dangerous. Get off.
Yeah.
Do not come back. To
But-
get a yellow card, he's let off lightly.
Yeah, I'm keen to see how long he gets suspended for. It better be like a 6+ week kind of suspension because, yeah, obviously they make mistakes on the night. Only giving him a yellow, that was a mistake for sure. But surely after they review it,
Yeah.
they go, "That's disgusting."
Because we were quite vocal, I don't even know what episode it would have been, about the red card that we copped for an accidental head knock. Like, a red card and suspended for what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
It was something like that.
It was
4
2 or
weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
For an accidental head knock. Yet this dude has literally dived at someone's knee.
And by the way, I don't know the rules on cleaning out. I don't think you can clean out from the side. I still think you've got to come through the gate.
Yeah, you
so
do.
he went around the side to clean him
To
out.
hook the leg.
And he cleaned him out.
Yeah, and he dropped his shoulder into the knee.
Yeah, he cleaned him right out. He never came back.
Yeah, he cleaned him out of his career.
But
Jesus.
yeah, I've seen a lot of posts saying that the referee was that poor at the end and he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have done that. If he had refereed the game properly, Australia would have played with 14 men for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have got close.
And that goes segues into the next bit about especially the Aussie media saying they were robbed, with that controversial last minute call.
They weren't.
Thing. First of all, they shouldn't have been in that position because the ref missed a forward pass, and they scored off it. So that happens. There's your 7 points or whatever. So that's, again, you shouldn't have been in that position. But then it was still a fair call, I believe. How many times do you need to be told? Time off, then time on, while getting told constantly?
Yeah.
We play. 10,
And then
we
he told
play.
them,
10.
10. He said, time on. When I get time on, we play immediately.
Yeah.
Then he continued to time waste. His teammates were shouting at him.
Yeah.
Play.
I don't know why it's not done more often, because teams that are holding on to a small lead do it all the time, not just in rugby, in league and everything, soccer. It doesn't matter what it is.
It's boring for the sport.
It's boring. It looks shit.
And it's just a cheap way out kind of thing.
The rugby league, I hate it when it gets to the end of a
when
game
they lay on the
and
45
teams run
minute-
and lay on the ground and,
and
they
they
get
pretend
cramps.
like cramp.
You want to get cramps? Get off the field.
Yeah.
You
Time off, get off.
Yeah, hop off.
Yeah.
You're off. You do it again, I'm sending someone to and we're going to penalise you.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it shouldn't be. Like, I get that you can still run the clock down by playing normally.
Exactly. Just
Why are
good
you laying on the
defense or
ground?
Good offense.
Why are you laying on the ground? Why are you faking cramps?
Just run the ball hard.
But the Wallabies one was blatant because they weren't faking nothing. They were just
They were just standing there in the huddle behind and just letting him
Huddles. He was just
put the
chilling
ball
with
down and then go have a huddle and then come back and then have a yeah.
But
and
how
then-
good?
Just
You want to
scored in
muck
the
around
last
and
minute.
when I see they
and
when
I
they
lost it
lost
for them.
Yeah, when they
How
lost.
good.
How good?
It was honestly so good. And All Blacks deserved to win too. But I think it was a ballsy call from the ref to have the nuts to make that call, knowing that it was probably going to swing the game. It was the right call, but it was ballsy.
Yeah. But
You got to do it though. That's your job.
But yeah,
We play 10. We play now.
What happens if he doesn't make that call?
After telling them,
After telling him that many times, there's so many things that the referees do nowadays. And don't get me wrong, the refereeing would be a hard job.
For sure.
I don't doubt that. But at the same time, even in the league, they talk about things and it's like, Are you actually going to do that though? Like, are you actually going to enforce
and
that?
then something like that happens, and then they overdo it.
Yeah.
I feel like Ashley Klein has had a shocker season.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's in his own head. I think, like a new, because he ref that game with the 7 sin bins, right?
But
he's had a few games like that, controversial games.
But to be fair, I don't think that's his fault. I don't think that's his fault.
Do you reckon every sin bin was deserved?
No. I don't think every sin bin was deserved. But the bunker stepped in, right? The first sin bin of the game, Victor Radley. The bunker stepped in.
I did forget about that.
As soon as he was sent to the sin bin for that, any contact with the head had to go to the bin. Yeah. You couldn't not let it go.
So the very first sin bin was the bunker.
Because Victor Radley, there was a scuffle. They got up, played on, and Ashley Klein said, "Nothing in it, play on." The bunker then stopped the game. He blew time off, called Victor Radley out and said, "There's been a punch." That's not a punch.
Nah,
it's barely a
touch. That is not a punch.
It was like a push.
It was. It was like he just went like this across the front. Like he did. Like there's no impact at all. If that's a punch, you're gonna send half the people off for doing shoving.
And that they did. 7 sin
bins.
Yeah.
But
can't like them twice.
To be fair, the bunker stepped in that first one. After that, it was anything with the head. You have to go. Like you can't.
Yeah, you can't
not let it go.
Because then it's not fair.
Then it's not fair.
So the bunker.
But it was that made it a shit game. It was a shit game of football.
Constant stoppage. See, it's already getting too hot.
Yeah, get it off.
Where are we?
Need to get one of these.
Yeah, but we'll sit that up there because.
Fins up.
Well, fins up.
But we still have a number. Talking of the fins, we still have a number of fins floating around in the preliminary finals.
Who we got?
Mark Nichols, who scored a try last night, the big bopper.
Yeah, one of the best forwards in the league.
Floating around.
Sean O'Sullivan.
Sean O'Sullivan's still floating around. Not sure if he'll get a game, but he's still part of that Penrith squad.
Who else we got?
Young Isaiah Katoa's part of that Penrith squad too, but
Edric Lee.
Yeah, I think Edric Lee's still
Lee
in
and
there.
like Anthony Milford and something got it. Like the something.
Al Brinker and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, what are we on to now?
Tom Gilbert from the Cowboys is still in there.
Wow.
Who is going to be unreal for us.
Yeah.
Like,
I keep
player of the
forgetting
year next year or what?
Oh, I don't know about player of the year. Cody Green was still in too.
I forgot we had him.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But actually, talking about future Dolphins, and I don't know if you have seen this, and I don't know if it's in your notes, but can I just quickly touch on the Queensland Cup?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I'd like to know. I need to.
It is in your notes. Well, then I'll leave it.
No. You could.
No, we'll say.
I need to be.
Take this one.
Debriefed because I don't know where we're at. I know they're in the final.
Redcliffe are in the final, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm going back to last week. Yeah. Semi-final. This probably isn't in your notes then, if you're looking at that. Semi-final. Tweed Heads versus the Sunshine Coast Falcons.
Oof.
Tweed Heads led 24-6 at halftime. Ended up going to Golden Point. Falcons have come back.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And the man himself, Jermaine Asako, our young Dolphin that's coming over.
Oh my goodness.
Has had an absolute shocker.
Oh no.
If he pulls, let's just say if he pulls any of that shit, I'm running on the field.
I will scream from pod 15, row 1, pod 15. I'll be at the top of my lungs, absolutely slandering him.
2 shockers though, eh?
So 2 shockers back to back. So you obviously haven't heard of this one,
have you heard of it?
But
no.
Okay, give us a breakdown.
Extra time. Yep. They're in extra time. The Falcons have done well to come back. They kick off. Old brother boy Jermaine has lost the ball in the sun, and the ball's gone dead.
Mean.
So first mistake.
Yeah, wipe that. Start fresh.
Let's go.
He went for a short dropout.
Nice.
It didn't go 10 metres. Penalty in front of the sticks. They lose the game. Like what goes through your mind? The amount of risk involved. I can understand normal game. You're in extra time,
like the Rabbitohs do.
You're in extra time. If you don't get it 10 metres, the game is over.
Even if you do, so you get it 11 metres, but they get it. They're right there. Like
I do think if they do get it, it is a lot harder to kick a penalty, set up for a field goal when you're that close to the try line. But
he's had 2 absolute belters.
The amount of risk involved in a short drop, like you don't get it, you lose. Like that is your one. Who cleared that? Who said yeah? Was that just him thinking, you know what? I'm Jermaine Asako and I'm gonna nail this. And he's just got his side kicked out of the goal.
So, but was that the semi-final?
Yeah, so they're out. They were out. So the Falcons went through and played Norse yesterday and lost.
Okay.
So Norse Devils the old Finns in the GF.
Up.
Fins up.
Fins
Is
up.
it looking good for the Finns though?
Both the Colts, so the 20s are in the grand final as well. So it's the 20s and Q Cup both made the final.
We're looking. The future's. Let's just say the future's looking bright in Redcliffe. I can't wait.
So yeah, it's exciting time to be a Finn.
Yeah.
Wowee.
At the pointy end of the season, so to speak.
Exactly, and we've just come through and purchased our season tickets for next year. So just keep an eye out in the crowd for us. We'll be there.
Don't hesitate to come up and have a chat.
Yeah, don't if you want to ask for a photo or two,
I'm happy to give out my autograph. Yeah, is all I'm going to say.
So hit Coachy up for the photos. It will cost you a pretty penny, $50 a photo, but worth it.
That's all though.
We've obviously we're going to get some gear in the pack as well, but we're still waiting. Finns, we're still waiting for the
some clothes.
We need the jerseys, we need the shorts, the jackets, the jumper. We need the lot.
Like,
we need the sponsorship.
I've got a beanie and like a
windbreaker
jacket.
Spray jacket.
It's 36 degrees today. Where's some
singlets?
And there is shirts, right? There is like kind of shorts and shirts, but they honk. They're not very good.
I think that's just people making them up and throwing. Oh, look at this! This is the dollar.
Yeah, just throw us a bone. Look, take my money. Shut up and take my money, kind of thing.
Yeah, KFC.
KFC. I don't care. I love it.
Yeah, But yeah, I need it. I like that Dolphins jersey that they were wearing. What is that?
That's their 2022 Q Cup jersey.
Is there any sort of crossover into next year with sort of design?
But you might have to.
The white down there, it looks nice.
You might have to go and purchase one, so to speak, is it?
Yeah, I might have to. Can you even purchase Q Cup jerseys?
Yeah.
At the club, you will be able to. You should be able to.
Anywho. But yeah, I'm excited to get the because wasn't it August? The 2023 jersey.
I think it was October.
Okay, sweet. Don't worry, I'll shut my mouth.
But if it's not in October, fuck.
I just want a decent hat.
I just want
I
something.
offered you mine.
Yeah, but you're I'll speak to you in the car park outside.
Are we going to the next topic? Because that was very abrupt ending.
Sorry about that.
I got a bit of Dodgers news.
Las Angeles.
They've clinched their playoff spot with 21 games left in the regular season.
21?
Yes. And their division.
We better not. Are we throwing out a bit of a...
No. I'm just saying they've clinched it already. I just seen this morning Houston Astros have clinched as well now.
That's my team.
No, it isn't. The Padres are your team.
No, I'm Astro.
No, you're not.
Got traded.
They traded me, remember?
You didn't see it on the trade news?
Yeah, but then when the Padres... I'm a Padre.
Yeah, because you got traded back.
Yeah, Padres for that game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are we looking good for a bit of a World Series or what?
I'm not going to put any curses on them.
I want the coach's curse.
Because the thing
curse.
is, though, the people that they're going to be versing are some of the best teams in the comp on their side of the pool. So it could go all wrong. But,
could go either way.
If we win, you'll know you'll hear it from me. Yeah. So that's
but
all
until then, we'll keep our lips zipped because we don't want another curse.
Our boy Albert Pujols.
Pooey.
He's 2 home runs. He's 2 home runs away from 700 home runs all time.
He's already second place, right? He's already clinched that.
That was for bases hit.
Oh.
Home runs, he's 4th all time.
That's pretty crazy, though.
That's crazy.
Any active players near him?
No. But it's crazy to I've been keeping up to date because he's not on the Dodgers anymore. He's on the St. Louis Cardinals.
Gutless.
But every home run he hits, it doesn't matter where he is, the crowd goes insane.
Because they know he's 700.
Yeah. So I'm trying to catch all the games that he's in, but they played at 3:00 this morning. So
fake fan.
No.
But yeah, shout out Pooey.
Yeah. Shout out Albert. He was the first player I remember.
Yeah, I know. And then now he's like.
Now I watch MLB, and he's the GOAT.
Like all-time active players.
It's just crazy that we went and seen it on the TV just randomly.
And then now he's just the guy.
And we didn't even watch MLB. We didn't know who it was. We were just making fun because his last name was Pujol.
Just like old Chessie.
Yeah. Or Joey Chestnut. Paul Gallen. He's had 2 fights recently. He's beat Hannon and went all rounds. And then he's controversially TKO'd Justin Hodges.
You absolutely love to see it. I cannot stand Justin Hodges.
I hate Justin Hodges.
I didn't watch the fight. but you just absolutely love to hear about it. I'm just hearing about it now.
I watched the highlights of the fight.
Was Justin Hodges getting
He looked
around?
tired, obviously, because he doesn't look fit, but he did drop Gallon. Like he got a standing count. Gallon did.
What the?
But
to be expected, like he's just had a fight against
he's just had a fight against
opponent,
Hannon.
like
so he's obviously he's clear. He's 41 years old.
Yeah.
So
I want that Sonny Bill Gallon fight.
So,
I think he
Sonny Bill in my books was one of the best league players, rugby players. He's done it all. He's a cat.
What for not?
He's cat.
Fighting.
Yeah,
he's a cat.
Well, he doesn't want Gallon.
No. He can talk as much as he wants about, let's do it.
Sign it,
But there's been that many years that Gallon has said, let's sign it now and we'll do it. And he gave him a deadline, and pretty much the deadline came about. And Sonny Bill said, "When are we fighting? I'm ready to sign it." Like you are a cat.
Yeah, he's just
Gallon would flog him. Gallon would pump him.
Yeah, genuinely.
Gallon would pump him.
He probably knows that then.
100% he knows that. But Sonny Bill, man, like stop commentating, stop trying to fight. You are really denting your
he's denting his own legacy.
His legacy.
Because he really was one of the greatest athletes to come out of probably New Zealand. Like
probably
like
the greatest.
And accolade wise too. Like
he done
it all in each sport.
And that's what I'm saying. I love him as a rugby league player and as a rugby player. Yeah. He was that talented. But doing what
it now.
Yeah,
there's certain people that can commentate. You're not one of them.
Yeah.
There's certain people that can go on and box. Again, you're not one of them.
I don't think
just give it up.
Commentating's for him. And I watched an interview on him. He explained, he knows he's not good at it, but he does it to kind of represent the minority and like kind of display how.
But Benji Marshall
how
can do that.
They talk and how they kind of converse.
But no one wants to listen to how they talk because they don't talk properly.
Yeah, it's not it's a professional setting at the end of
like
the day.
The one comment that sticks with me through his commentary, and I've listened to him
exactly what it's about.
Daniel Saluka Fafita, at the time was playing for the Roosters, and he punched Jair on the ground, and he said, "That's what us Usos do. We get frustrated." That doesn't give you the right to punch someone in the head.
So what? You can just go out and punch people.
I don't know. He said that. I think that's that should have been rap. They should have called as
that's raps. That was one of his first times commentating.
And that's what he said.
That's what
But listening to him, and I think you don't like. For someone who was so skilled and talented at the games that he played in, when I listen to him commentate, I think, how were you that good? Because you don't know anything.
Because his like, it's like he doesn't know how to translate his actual smarts on the field to being smarts off of it.
But then, like he does an interview about himself, and he sounds pretty onto it. I think it's a completely different setting though. But like compared, like you listen to him commentate, he sounds like a monkey, and an interview about himself, he's pretty switched on.
He's not bad. I wouldn't say he's switched on
but I think there's a sense of fakeness to do that job.
Yeah.
That he doesn't have. That's why he's good when he interviews the players, because it just sounds like their mates having a chat.
Yeah.
Which they are, but he shouldn't be commentating at all.
No,
I'm shocked that Stan Sport are still paying that man to commentate.
I'm
not even
shambles,
kidding.
Honestly.
We could do a better job than that.
Yeah.
Like, we could pull out and do a better job than Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah. I agree.
But he's still getting paid somehow.
Kind of sports here. Jake Paul.
JP?
He's fighting Anderson Silva.
That is
what?
Yeah.
Boxing, though, in boxing.
In boxing. He's fighting him. Anderson Silva is 47 years old.
And he is more of a
UFC.
Like kickboxer.
He's only had 4 boxing fights, Anderson Silva. He's won 3 of them, lost 1.
When were these fights? Was it early in his career?
Recent. I think because I read he did I think it was kickboxing first or like jiu-jitsu or something like that. Yeah. Then went into MMA, had like 47 fights there.
Illustrious career.
And he's gone into boxing.
I think Anderson Silva might be a shot. It's just again the age.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
And you can't head kick him.
Well,
the fact that
just do it.
He could whip one out and just pop him when he's not ready.
Jake Paul gone.
The fact that he has had boxing fights helps him though.
Yeah, but he's nearly 50. But he is a professional fighter, so
He's had the one fight he did lose. I don't know if it was his most recent one or if it was early on. He got knocked out. It was a TKO.
Thing, right? You get older,
and you get knocked out easier.
Yeah, you're
tired.
And even then, like reflexes,
you've done more. Your reflexes are slower.
Yeah,
you can't throw as fast. You're not as powerful.
Yeah.
Like there's all these things. That
and Jake Paul's what the prime of his physically in the prime.
He's like 23, isn't he?
25. I don't know.
Something like
mid 20s. Like he's in the prime, super fit, training every day. It'd be I don't know. I don't know who would put my money on. Who would you have winning it?
Yeah, I want to say Anderson, but just I don't know. He's just more fit.
When's the fight?
I'm not sure. They have had press conferences.
Silva.
Yeah, I reckon. I reckon.
I reckon he does. Too, Anderson.
Yeah, I reckon he wins.
But I'm not not a fighting expert.
I hope Anderson wins because it'll just be a taint on his career if he loses to this guy. Honestly, it will. Like that's what it's like. Every person that Jake Paul's fight is either old as or they're retired
or they're a basketball player.
Or he fought a basketball player.
But to be fair, how much money are these guys making just by
exactly?
Fighting? I would take it too.
It's a
I don't care if I get knocked out.
Steal.
You can think my career is shit because I got knocked out by him.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Couple million?
Yeah.
Couple million?
Couple mil?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't lose because you know I can fight.
Yeah.
So it's different. But like I know yous can't.
Well, Jake Paul called out Sonny Bill, remember that?
Oh, Sonny Bill.
He's not going to fight him. He would get... Honestly, I reckon he would get dropped.
Sonny Bill would drop him, you reckon?
No, Jake Paul would drop
Sonny Bill?
Yeah, 100%.
I think they were exploring that option to kind of get Jake Paul to tap into the Australian-New Zealand market. I hope it does happen. It'll be a good watch.
Yeah, I would watch it.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a... you'd
pay
pay
$40
$40 to
right?
see that.
They're doing it because everyone watches it, and I don't think it's fair on the actual boxers. To be honest, I don't agree with it.
It's tarnished the sport 100%. I think.
Yeah, it's a laughing
that whole like YouTube boxing coming through. It's brought a kind of like a joking matter.
Yeah, it's made the sport a bit of a gimmick.
Yeah,
and a money grab.
Yeah.
And it's like,
but the sad thing is the money grab is they're actually making more money than the actual boxers, which is not cool in my books because those guys work hard to do what they do, and it's a hard sport. Yeah. To be a good boxer, it is hard.
To be that technical with it,
but then you go and watch fucking these retards go and swing around
like Jake Paul and Nate Robinson.
1 minute into a fight, and they're absolutely blowing their ring holes out.
Yeah.
And they're getting paid however much. They're getting paid millions of dollars.
Well, KSI, do you know KSI?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he fought recently. He did the 2-fighter thing on the one night. He was meant to fight another YouTuber.
He fought two bums.
He fought a rap artist who had 2 weeks to prepare because the main card that he was meant to fight pulled out. So some guys just come in with no boxing experience at all, just sprints around the ring.
Yeah.
And then the other one was
it's becoming a gimmick of it. Look, we cannot, talk about the sport of boxing without mentioning one of the greatest to ever do it. And if I knew we're going to be touching on this subject, I probably would have, forked out a bit of money to get him on the show. But Jesse Bailey, he'll be watching this. Jesse Danger, bit of a disappointment. Next time we touch on boxing, we got to get him on the show and get his thoughts on
this,
you know what I mean,
this
where the direction of the sport is going. Because he gave 15 years of his life to the sport.
Dedication and hard work is what he's put into it.
And to see and it's not a coincidence that as soon as he leaves the sport, it goes down this gimmicky route.
Deteriorates.
So, exactly. Yeah. So I think the sport of boxing was really missing the presence of Danger Bailey, but it could be Danger Ray. That's another can of worms. It could be Danger Ray instead of Danger Bailey these days. But yeah, we've got to get the man on. I might have to flick him a message, but he'll be watching us. So next time we touch on boxing, Jesse, you'll be on here, right here with us. But yeah, is that it for boxing?
That is it for boxing.
Yeah, I had to really give the man his flowers.
Yeah, we have to.
I didn't realize we were gonna delve into the sport of boxing.
Well, it's just only right.
Yeah.
He's left a few comments on our videos saying touch some boxing, and it's a perfect opportunity to bring it up.
Yeah.
So.
Next time you're on here.
Okay, we got some EPL. It's finally back on. God rest the Queen. They paused it for the Queen for a bit, But they played last night. Tottenham.
What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham.
Can we pull that out at Dolphin Stadium? Like, we need to somehow get that at Dolphin Stadium. What do you think of Broncos?
What you think of the Honkos? Yeah. Shit.
Anyhow.
Yeah, so they won 6-2 last night. My cousin, I don't know what his actual name is, but I know his last name is Sun.
Hyun-Ming.
Huh?
Hyun-Ming's son.
That's the one. Yeah. So he was a little lackluster on form recently, so he wasn't really making the squad, or he was on the bench. He's come back into the squad this week, and he scored a hat-trick off the bench.
Oh, well, lazy Hattie. Hyun-Ming.
And reminds me a little bit of...
yeah, it's reminiscent of
a young
Skip.
I was, because you've just taken the words right out of my mouth. I say it's reminiscent of a young skipster when he used to chuck on the old shin pads. Also, they say, whatever that saying is.
But yeah, so he scored his first goal in the 73rd minute, and
he's lasered another 2 after that.
Yeah, so he scored all 3 in 13 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah,
shout out Hyuni.
Shout out my cuz.
Yeah,
Hyun-Ming's son. Now, so we've got the NFL back on.
Are we back?
NFL, it was first week last week.
Oh, okay.
But as you can see here, he's repping the kit. Chiefs. They've won 2 from 2 so far. They don't need Tyreek Hill. They don't. They're playing good without him. Mahomes is back to his brilliant best.
Kind of enlighten me. Tyreek Hill, is he injured? Is that
no?
Tyreek Hill's been traded
to the Dolphins.
We traded him to the Dolphins,
and they got Juju Smith-Schuster.
They
They signed him from the Steelers to the Chiefs.
That's good.
That's a good signing.
So, like all the chat around losing Tyreek Hill, obviously an explosive player.
Yeah.
The quickest in the league, I believe. But teams' defenses last year were just dropping safeties back, dropping their corners, and playing 2-on-1 against Tyreek Hill. Very rarely did he get open, and if he did, it was once every however many times. So I think to trade him away and be ballsy enough to get rid of someone like that, save some money, and pick up a route runner that can run nice routes. Not necessarily be explosive down the field, but take some pressure off Mahomes to be able to throw short and just earn those first downs. But Mahomes is not going to lose his arm. He's still going to have it there, and we still have some explosive players that can break off down the field and burn guys. But I think for us, the way we've moved into this new style of offense, playing with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's our running back, who's started the season really, really well.
Red hot.
And Pat Mahomes, his first game, we were looking at 30 of 36.
Yeah, something like that.
Was it 30
I think
or
it
39?
Was more. I think he completed more, didn't he? I think it was like...
Anyway,
but either way, he's on.
He's playing unreal.
Yeah, like 30 of 36, 360 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
How many weeks in a season? Games?
17? Or was it 18?
Before playoffs.
18.
Yeah, it's 16 or 17. Regular season games, and then it's playoffs.
Do they go the MVP based on the regular season?
Yes.
Okay. So it's looking good for him.
But the thing is, most of the time it comes when you're in a high team. Like, obviously, the NBA is usually most of the time.
Like, first seed, like things like that.
So, yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, so, like, it is looking good. It's only week 2.
Yeah.
And there is a heap of good quarterbacks in the AFC.
Yeah.
AFC's probably the strongest.
I'd say this season it would be like, I think you can take the Packers out of the Super Bowl equation now with no Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Bucks won. I didn't see the week 1 game, but I don't know how Tom Brady went. They won 19-3. So I couldn't really commentate on that. But I did watch the Buffalo Bills, which is Coach's team, and they're another one that's over on the AFC with the Chiefs, and like he's an outstanding quarterback.
Who's that?
Josh Allen.
Up and comer.
Yeah,
he's been up and coming for a while. But
he's that good. Tall, mobile.
He runs the ball well.
Fast. He's so strong.
Sounds a bit like myself, but
Yeah,
that's just-
We're describing you.
So when they
handsome, humble as well.
when you got drafted, they actually said
jawline.
like comparison was Porto Kerr.
Yeah.
Porto Kerr
AKA
or
Chiefy.
or Chief.
And that's why I've never heard of him, because obviously I'm, all the way up here. Like, I'm not listening about these guys down here, you know what I mean? So,
you just look at his body and his chiseled jawline, and it's reminiscent.
yeah, and then
Of
just like
Coach.
the 8-pack.
Coach.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
he's giving himself a compliment. Well, he's
Yeah, I
tucked
know.
in a slight
I
compliment
know.
for himself.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same
Chisel.
thing. Like, I was
Yeah.
going to say 8-pack as well.
Yeah.
And just ripped.
Ripped,
Yeah, like
humble,
Coach.
fit and thin. But on the topic of the Bills, they seen a classic stat. You know those stats that bookies come out with. Bills first team ever to have 0 punts in 3 of the last 4 regular season games.
What kind of bullshit ass stat is that?
So ever. Maybe because that's not a recorded stat. Like
That's pretty good.
that's
though.
a good like to not have 0 to have 0 punts, which
In
means
3 or 4 games.
you're not punting the ball away, which you're holding it. and
Well,
you're
it can be good depending on the reasons.
depending on what you're actually
either
doing
you're
with the
scoring
ball.
touchdowns, kicking field goals, or turning the ball over.
Yeah, if you're turning the ball over a lot,
So
and not
it can
punting
be
it,
that's a
not
good stat if they're scoring touchdowns and kicking goals. If it's because they're turning the ball over, then
Which essentially they won 31-10 in the first game, so a lot of that was point scoring.
Yeah.
You'd have to assume. I can't tell you the other scores because I don't remember them. They were last season, but they're playing well. They're on it. Well, they've played well. The first game they beat the reigning Super Bowl champs, the LA Rams. In that first game.
I was going to say, how's the Rams looking?
Well, we just beat them. So.
yeah, they had a few out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did look. The Bills did look good. Look like the better team.
Okay, so it's not looking like a repeat.
No, I don't think so.
I think whoever comes out of the AFC will win it this year, which is a big statement, but I think it's probably
so do
either Chiefs or Bills.
I wouldn't just narrow it down to those two. I think
No, but I think that's what it's going to come down to at the end. If we see each other in the AFC, like big game playoff,
championship.
whoever wins that game will win the Super Bowl.
Going to win it all,
Yeah, essentially,
so to speak.
if
Because
you will.
there's an underlying meaning to
Yeah,
that. Anyway,
so to speak.
Anywho,
But have you got anything else that you want to touch on? Because that's all I've got right now.
I think I did. What was it? Actually, I think it was just, I've touched on it earlier, just the foul play from Darcy Swain was just an absolute joke.
Get it out.
I still can't believe it. I know I've already touched on it, but I'll leave it there. It's just disgusting.
Actually, Raiders, you know how they lost?
Yeah. They
That
got pumped.
is the biggest loss from a Raiders team, or Ricky Stewart coach Raiders team. That's the biggest loss in the finals ever.
They got pumped. What's the go
40
there?
to 4. Was it?
I didn't actually see the game.
Your guy tapping. What is he
I
up
was
to?
asleep because I was exhausted. But
I still think he's been the best forward in the
Yeah.
league. Yeah. I've seen the Kiwis, the Kiwi
going,
squad.
keep going.
That
that's
was
what I was
named.
trying to pull up
Yeah.
and pull out, so to speak.
Yeah, the Kiwi squad that was named. I think they're moving in the right direction. I think it's a really, really good squad. But also, what I did see this morning is Payne Haas may rule himself out of the World Cup altogether.
Yeah.
What's
I
that?
did see
Shoulder? Or
Family matters.
Family.
matters.
Oh yes.
Going to see old mummy.
Mummy, go. Oh, because you got visits on Tuesday. Tuesday
Yeah.
9 a.m. You got to go visit.
It's
Yeah.
my day to visit, so to speak.
At Waco.
Yeah.
Waco Correctional
Detention
Centre.
centre.
Was it on NRL.com or was it on...
No, it wasn't on NRL.com. It was on Instagram.
I did see it. I don't know what page it was on, though.
Probably NZRL.
That would make sense. MZ. You know that? And
Like he doesn't think sometimes. Seriously.
Like, where do you reckon the New Zealand Rugby League would post?
Rugby
Probably on
League.
the New Zealand.
No,
Rugby League
rubber
page.
league.
Yeah, the Rubber League.
So we got Nelson Osofa Solomona, Jesse Bromwich the Dolphin, Kenneth Bromwich the Dolphin, Dylan Brown, Fisher Harris, Kieran Foran, Braden Hamlin Ueli,
This
Corey,
is the wider squad.
yeah, Corey Hadawita-Naida, Peter Hiku, Jerome Hughes,
Hiku.
Sean Johnson.
Sean Johnson got a call up.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mustn't be watching the same games.
Must be I think it's a pity pick.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pity pick.
But who could you put in instead of him?
What do you mean? in
Just
terms
not
of
him.
what?
Just
or
don't
just
pick him.
In the wider squad?
Yeah.
I think it's probably good to have backups
Tamati
there, but
Martin.
he's in there, isn't he?
Yeah, but
He's already in there.
Like,
So
Sean Johnson, come on.
why do you
really?
need-
Is he
surely
really
you
that good to play international level?
couldn't you just pick another
I don't
outside back or forward?
Yeah.
to be fair though, you could, but what happens if we lose both halves?
Then you got Tamati Martin.
Yeah.
Kieran Foran.
Yeah, exactly. All good.
And either way you put it, if you put Sean Johnson in, you've got a honker of a playmaker. He's just
honker
gonna
of a
throw it
backer.
throw it at the opposition line. Yeah.
Sebastian Krish from the Raiders. I didn't even know he was Kiwi.
Is that a newbie? Read out the debut. Can you see the debutants on there?
Yeah, so Sebastian Krish.
Yeah. Good pick.
Jor-
And also, you read them out. You tell me if they're a good pick or not.
Jordan Ricky.
Yes, good pick.
Bailey Simonson.
Is that Eels?
Yeah, it is.
Probably wouldn't have picked him, but
Yeah.
okay.
Scotty Sorensen.
Great pick.
Eels
Probably-
again?
No, Penrith.
No, Penrith. Matt Timoko.
Great pick.
He's been playing unreal. That's it.
Canberra Centre.
So how many of them? 4.
Griffin Neem.
Jeremy Marshall King.
Yeah, Griffin Neem, sorry. Oh, and Jeremy Marshall King, yeah.
How could you get
I didn't
hat
see
off?
that.
No. Get the hat off. It's
I didn't
alright.
see
It's
the
alright. I know
star.
it's all right. You make mistakes. Get the hat off now.
Yeah, now get the hat off. So,
Bro, smack it off.
Leota, Isaac Liu, Joey Manu, Marshall King, Tamati Martin, Kemba Marlaw, Ronaldo Mulatalo, Griffin Neem, Chance, Britton Nakora, Cody Nikarima, Marata Niokore,
Got a few Finns
Isaiah
scattered throughout the,
Papali'i, Jordan Rapana, Brandon Smith, Joe Tarpanay, Warrior Hargraves, and Watini Zalesniak.
Zalesny honk.
Zalesny,
shocking. Did you see the
ew.
Tongan squad?
Yes, I did.
Are they going to do
Very
anything?
strong.
Or is it, again, like... This is my thing about the Rugby League World Cup. None of these other teams matter. Aussie's just going to win it anyway. Unless you fluke a...
Not necessarily. I
think
genuinely
New
think
Zealand-
New
is it
Zealand has a
changing?
chance.
I think New Zealand win.
Are they the favourites or you...
No. They're
It's
not the
looking like they're
favourites.
going to win, though.
I think they win.
Yeah.
Which
Which will be the second time ever? Is that...
I
I
know
know they
they
won 2008,
definitely
but I
win.
don't know if they won.
I don't know.
But I think, hasn't Aussie won every single World Cup other than 08?
I'm not sure about it.
Good shout, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
But
Are you getting smart with me? Those ones.
if we can beat that 08 side,
Yeah,
there's
that
no reason why we can't beat this side. Like
08 was stacked.
that 08 side was that
I don't know
good.
how we won that game. This is the
Fluke job.
They choked so hard,
That was a choke job and a fluke job, both.
and I love it.
The perfect storm, so to speak.
Honestly, Lance O'Hire, greatest.
Oh my God, Lance.
Lance, that penalty try.
Yeah, oh my God, because don't worry. I think every time I think Lance O'Hire,
Jesus.
have you seen that? I know it's going on different.
Petro?
No. Have you seen that Lance O'Hire, him in the Super League getting
Yeah,
dog shotted?
yeah.
I only seen that for the first time
I'm pretty
2
sure
weeks
that
ago.
ended his career, didn't it?
I think it did.
Dog,
Oh my-
whoever you
yeah.
are that did it.
Yeah, I was gonna because I found out who
Flower.
did it. Yeah, I went on his
Ben Flower?
I went on his Instagram and I was gonna abuse him, but he had his but he had his kids on his Instagram, so I was like, I better leave him. But come on, man, that
What
was
are you
so
doing?
bad. That was the worst one I've ever seen. Like the worst dog shot on a footy field I've ever seen.
Honestly, it is though.
Like he was already knocked out, and he's like, Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry about
that's
that.
terrible. Another dog shot that we could. Remember Steve Price in Origin? Got cleaned up.
Yes, back of the head,
Yeah.
and he was out cold. Yeah,
Snores
And
on
Man
the
was
field.
sleeping.
with like a scrap going on top of him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Who was it that did that?
Brett White.
Oh my.
Cat.
Great.
in.
Honestly,
Flying
that is the
in.
biggest kitten move ever.
It just-
And like, I don't think Steve Price is in the fight.
He wasn't.
He's like a nice guy.
He was trying to like break it up, and then he just gets cleaned up.
King it in the back of the head. And because, I grew up knowing Steve Price, I've met him twice. So I know him personally too. So I know how much of a good guy he is.
Oh, that's
So yeah, what an absolute classic.
Dude.
What's that? That flying punch tackle? Was it Hopewadi?
Yeah, oh, I think so.
Which
The one where he like jumps and then just
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Very
a classic. We need to chuck
Hopewadi.
some highlights in here. I swear to God, I might try to edit them in. But yeah, sorry, wait. I've really taken us on another
I'm glad.
little tangent. Is that
That's
all
all
you've got for us?
Are we gonna hit a 3-cap multi or
Oh yeah. Get the
Egan Euros out?
Yeah.
Get it out then.
what's our game on games on next Friday? I'll chuck one on for that.
Next Friday is Cowboys Parramatta.
Parramatta.
Paramate.
What's our odds? What's Cowboys paying? Let me guess, $1.65.
$1.71.
Be mindful, it's up
I've
it's up in Townsville, very humid.
And then
Parramatta haven't won there for a while.
Parramatta's paying $3.50.
$2.15.
I'm gonna go. Is Jeremiah Nano playing
He should be.
anytime? Oh, is the markets even up yet?
Yeah, $2.60.
Anytime. That's my league. Jeremiah Nano.
What are you going, Coachy?
I'll go Jeremiah Nano.
Anytime.
Any tide. Hold on, let me check. Ooh. I'm Nonna go.
Nana.
Do you know Nonna?
Can I just jump in here because I've just seen the grand final winner and I've clicked on it, and Penrith are paying $4.50, and I thought that is outstanding odds. But what I haven't realised is for 2023. So I've scrolled down.
Oh, you've gone.
The
past.
Dolphins are paying $67.
Shut up and take my money. I'm putting it on. I'm putting $10 on.
The Tigers are 61.
You're kidding.
How are the Dolphins?
The disrespect. Are you kidding me?
Newcastle and the Warriors 51.
There's no way the Warriors and Tigers are ahead of.
Yep.
That's disgusting, man.
Get out.
$7 for the Roosters.
I'm gonna go.
I might have to have a wee gander in that.
We look at the odds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a women's bet.
NRW.
Yeah, for today.
What are you going?
I'm going to
Over
go
40 dishes washed in the.
Yeah,
total?
that's what I was going. And 40 butters of bread sliced.
40 butters of bread sliced.
It's a term.
It's a
you
new
wouldn't
market.
Yeah.
know. Isabel Kelly. Anytime.
You perv.
Or rugby league, NRW.
What?
Yeah.
Nothing's coming up.
What? It's your phone.
What about the butters of bread sliced?
Did you know that one?
Is that market available yet?
We'll just get it up then.
Yeah, what about the bet?
Yeah. What are we getting up?
Well, you could do that. I could put it on. Because I was on
Just
my
pick your
phone.
leg, Skipster.
There you go.
What did you say? Isabel Kelly.
Yeah.
And what's your leg?
Azobel. Anytime. Shout out 1947 one time.
Yeah, ever since EST. I'll actually finish off the episode with it.
And mine will be. I'm quite disappointed you can't actually bet on the
To win the final.
No, the Dally M at the moment, which is annoying.
Probably already decided, that's why.
Yeah,
That
but they should
doesn't
still have
mean
it.
that you can't bet on it.
Yeah.
But as you can imagine, there'd be like a couple people in the higher ups of NRL that would know, and then they tell their son, "Oh yeah, chuck this on, lazy $100 grand." You know what I mean? So you got to think about it. Use your heads for once, both of yous.
No, but you can still bet up to the night. So how does that sound?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry about him. He doesn't know anything.
Yeah. Also, sorry about Skip taking 45 minutes to get Kenna.
Jesus,
I'm going to
man.
go with the AFL, the Brownlow Medal, which is essentially the Dally M.
Yeah, the MVP, so to speak.
I'm going with Lockie Neal. from the Brisbane Lions.
Don't know who that is.
Oh, Lockie, a great young
Lockie.
prospect. He's really had a
Congrats,
ripper season.
buddy.
He's had a great season. He really has, and I've been watching every minute of it.
And that right there is Skip's third leg,
Yeah,
so to speak.
Paying $17 for our multi.
great value. I
For
think
a
it's gonna
Māori.
hit.
Yeah, for our moldy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, as in Chermo Moldy.
as in Te Reo Māori.
As in Cherwhana.
Meraka Kirimi. You see they got that on the chocolate? Anyway, that's another... See, I keep...
That's another one.
Yeah. Tiakariti ahi kirimi. That means...
Let's just say if you know, you know.
Yeah, that means thank you for watching.
Yeah, it does. Tiakariti.
Thank you and good night.
Yeah, tiakariti ahi kirimi. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Episode 10, you know, a very emotional, touching episode. You know, to have come this far is actually quite incredible.
Next week, leave some comments down below.
Yeah,
we'll answer a few questions next
yeah,
week.
we might have to do a 10th episode special, kind of recap the Threecap, the first 10 episodes. So we might even chuck a bit of a poll up on Instagram, chuck a few questions at us. We'll get personal this next episode, I reckon. Really
Get to
delve
know
in.
us.
Yeah, exactly. Get to know, you know, the faces behind the
behind the
stars.
chiseled abs
Yeah.
and jawlines.
Anywho, that's episode 10. We'll see you hopefully next week for episode 11.
I'll be here.
I was going to say, because, you know, Coach is obviously busy man flying all over the world and stuff. He's in Melbourne next
Going
week.
to meet
so,
some fans in
yeah.
Melbourne
We
next
might have to
week.
get a segment in Melbourne.
So you are back
filmed.
next
I
episode?
fly back on Saturday.
Okay, so hopefully you'll be here. Anywho, we'll see you next week. We'll see Coachy next week. Hopefully we'll get a bit of a segment from Melbourne. But yeah, that's the episode.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, guys. You always out of that, lads.
Simo.